In this video, we'll be creating this UI banner. We'll be showing this only to the country outside US. So if we select US, we can see this extension banner is hiding. So we'll be also adding these settings banner, like update the title, description, and update the status. And we can also drag and drop this banner depending upon our requirements. We'll be also checking that how we can create the UI extension from start to finish and also deploy it to fly.io. I hope this tutorial will help you to learn all the basics of checkout UI extensions. So let's get started. Hello guys, in this video we'll be creating checkout UI extension from start to finish. We'll also deploy it. So first of all, let's see that checkout UI extensions are only available in the plus plans, and we cannot use in the regular Shopify plans. So if you don't have the access to the plus account, you can test and build these UI extensions in a test store. Let's create a test store from the partners account. From here we can select add account and create a development store. And while creating the development store, you have to select create a store for test and build purpose, and from here you have to select developer preview and start with the test data and select this option, developer preview, and checkout extensibility. You have to select this checkout extensibility from here. Create the development store. So I have already created a development store right here. This store is non-transferable, and checkout extensibility preview is enabled. So in the settings and checkout, we can see here an option like customize the checkout. So we can see the checkout extensibility preview is enabled on this store. So we can create the extensions for this store. So now let's see how we can create an extension, checkout UI extension. So first of all, we will be creating an app, then we will be generating an extension, then add the settings to the extension, and then deploy that extension. We can see here from we can also use npm, yarn, and pnpm. So I found that when we create the app using pnpm, if we have already created an app, it will be using the local packages, so it will not download all the packages. So it will be a little faster than npm and yarn. If you have already created an app for the first time, it will download all the packages. Okay, let's see. Here you can see uh, instead of downloading, it is reusing the packages, and you can see it has done its task very quickly. So we'll be naming our project. This is the name of app, and we'll be creating the app using remix. It will take some time. Okay guys, so now we have created the app, and we'll be opening this folder into VS Code and generate the extension and run the app in dev environment. So let's go to the VS Code, and here we can see uh, all these files generated by the app. So here we'll be generating the app, pnpm and generate extension, and it will generate the extension. So we can see we'll first of all we'll have to log in to the correct partner account. So press any key, and here you can see we have successfully logged into the account. And let's go to the VS Code. Okay, so we can see uh, I tried to run this app uh, initially uh, in an other partner's account. So I'll have to use hyphen hyphen reset pnpm generate extension and reset. So here I have selected the correct organization, and we'll be creating a new app and custom banner and configuration file name. Yes, so it has created a configuration file name for. Okay, so now let's select checkout UI extension from here and name it according to yourself, and I will be selecting JavaScript and React, and currently it is installing the dependencies for the extension, so it has completed. So now we'll be using pnpm dev to run the app in a dev environment. So let's use pnpm dev. We can go to this URL. This is the dev console for the app development. So let's press P or follow this URL. So we'll be pressing P to open the dev console. So here we can see we have an app and an extension. So here first of all we'll have to install the app uh, into our store, correct store, where checkout extensibility is already enabled. So here you can see I have selected this store and select install app. After installing the app, and currently because our environment is running in the development mode, so we can see the preview of our app. This data is generated by the Shopify CLI. So here we can see the basic boilerplate of Shopify app. So we can add the information here about our extensions. So we can also preview. First we have installed the app, so now we can preview the extension banner uh, from by clicking right here. So we'll have to add the password. Okay, open again. So here you can see our banner right here. So whenever we update any of the change, so let me open it side by side in the VS Code, and here we have our banner, and here we have our VS Code, and let me minimize it, and in the extensions and source and checkout URL, and if we update the title, to custom banner and save the project by I've saved from here, you can see it updated the banner right here instantly. So let's apply the further settings. Okay, so you can see let's go to our store and go to checkout and preview and customize. Okay, so here we can see the custom banner. This is the app name, and this is the UI block name. So we are able to see this banner right here in the app blocks right here. So if we select, currently we are not able to see any of the settings, and we cannot customize it according to ourselves. So we are able to see this banner and this banner right here, because this banner is coming from here, so we can drag and drop it according to ourselves. So this banner is coming due to dev environment, because our environment is running in the development mode. So we are able to see uh, this banner due to the dev environment. So this banner is coming because we have added from the app log right here. Currently we are unable to see any of the settings for this UI component. So let's add some settings in the VS Code, in the extensions folder, and a Shopify extension. And from here you can see we can add some extension settings. So I have created the extension settings already, so we'll be adding those here. So we can see first of all we are adding the title, then description, and then status. For the status we will be creating a drop down of choices like success, info, warning, and critical, and we'll be adding a boolean checkbox. uh, so we can see all these settings in the configuration setting definition. We can see all the setting definitions that we can use uh, in our extension settings. So supported setting types, boolean data type, and you can explore it according to your needs. So here once we have updated the extension dot toml file, so we'll have to uh, re uh, rerun our development environment. So I have stopped, and now restart pnpm dev, preview the development console, and so you can see we'll be able to see the settings in the uh, checkout customizer. So refresh the page, and from here go to the app logs, and select the banner. So here you can see we are able to see the banner settings right here. So this is the custom banner. We can update the name according to okay. So so we will not be able to utilize these settings right now. We'll have to update. We currently we can see we this is not affecting our banner, so we'll have to update these settings. We'll have to utilize these settings into the extension. So go to the checkout.js, and let me update the code. I have already written this code into a separate file. So we are using a use settings hook. Basically this allows us to get all the settings from the toml file. We can see we used title, description, collapsible, and status into the extension settings. You can see title, description, status, and collapsible. All these settings we are accessing using use settings hook. So there are many other hooks. Let's go to the React hooks in the documentation, and from here, okay, let's search for use settings. Okay, here we can see this hook returns the setting values defined by the merchant for the extension. We can see all these hooks we can use any of the hook according to our needs. So we can see here we used this use setting hook to get the settings, and we are able to see the settings, set the settings into the banner. So one more thing, that we cannot use any custom uh, div or image tags or all other things uh, into the extensions, that we cannot use. So we'll have to use only predefined components in the checkout UI extensions. So we can only use the predefined components, UI components. If we go to the component library, so here we can see all the components that we are allowed to use into the extensions. We can only use these components. So we cannot use any of the other HTML components into the extensions. So uh, now we can see we are able to use these settings into the uh, extension. So let's go to the admin panel, uh, refresh the page, and now let's go to the app block and add the banner, and we can see as we updated, as we used these settings into the extension, whenever we update the title, banner description, so we can see the instant change right here in the extension. We can also see the status updating accordingly, and we can make it collapsible according to our needs. So depending upon the components that we use, we can control these settings from here, and we can one more thing, extension targets. Let's see these extension targets, and into the checkout UI extensions. Okay, let's see these extension targets. So we can set where we want to uh, render these extensions. Let's go to extension targets, and from here we can see many of the static extension targets and dynamic extension targets, and you can choose wherever you want to show the extensions. So currently we are using checkout block renderer. This allows us to uh, drag and drop our extension depending upon our needs. So if we use it here, we can see the banner went to this location, and if we use it under the cart items, so we can see it went under the cart items. So uh, this uh, this setting allow us to dynamically uh, drag and drop the extension block wherever we want. So this should match uh, in the extension settings right here, the target, extension target. So now let's see how we can use the some other React hook, like if we want to use the shipping address, let's go to the shipping address and update the extension. So let's see, if we select the some other country, like depending upon the country, if we select US, we will be hiding this extension, and if we select any other country, we'll be show this message right here. And for this we can use shipping address, and depending upon this shipping address, will be showing and hiding our extension. So to use the shipping address, we'll have to retrieve the access of the customer data. We'll have to retrieve the access of the customer data uh, in the partners account. We can see our extension custom our app custom banner. And in the app we'll have to go to API access. In the API access we'll have to access the customer data from here. Okay, protected customer data, access request, and request the access. So we have to request the customer data access from Shopify, and currently we'll have to we'll be using this data for personalization, and we want to we want the address for the personalization, and provide the details. Select the settings according to your business needs. So if we are using these extensions for the App Store, we'll have to fill these details more precisely. But if we are using these app to distribute only to our specific customers, so we'll be selecting the distribution from here, and we'll have to distribute this to the specific customer. So we'll be selecting custom distribution from here, and we'll have to add the store, any of the store from our organization, and we'll be able to install this app in any of the store in our organization. So let's copy the URL of our store and paste it right here. So generate the link, allow the multiple installation, and generate the link. And from here we can see we'll be able to install the app on any of the stores that belong to organization of this store. Start the dev environment. This settings take some time. So if we try to access this shipping address without the access to the customer data, we will be getting undefined. Let's go to npm dev. Use this use shipping address hook. So here you can see we are using the use shipping address, and we are importing it from UI Extension React Checkout, and use shipping address, and we are destructuring the country code, and we are checking if the country code is not equal to US. So if this is not equal to US, then only then we are returning this component. So we can also use the console log to see the country code. So save, and let's go to the okay, let's open the preview again, and let's go to the purchase checkout renderer. From here we have opened the console right here, and let's try to change the shipping address. We can see the shipping address, the country code right here, the Canada. So if we select US, so we can see we are not able to see our banner right here. So if we select, okay, we are able to see this error, nothing was returned from the render. Okay, so if this is not country code, then we'll be rendering the banner, else we will be returning an empty React fragment. Let's select US, and we can see the error gone, and we can see right here. So whenever we select a country other than US, we are able to see the extension, but whenever we select US, we can see the banner appear right away. So now we have created the extension. So now we'll be deploying it to the fly.io. Okay guys, so now we have created our extension. So let's see how we can deploy this extension. To deploy the extension, first of all, we have to deploy our app. So let's see how we can deploy our app. In the documentation, we can see, first of all, we have to select the hosting. So there are two options right now in the documentation, fly.io and Heroku. So for this tutorial, we'll be using fly.io. So to use this hosting, first of all, you have to add a payment method, enable the payment method, and then install this CLI tool for fly.io, and you can check the documentation right here following this link, and here you can install. After installing this CLI tool, you have to launch this command right here. We have to launch. Okay, to launch this, first of all, we have to use fly control auth login, fly control auth login, and here I have logged in right now, and let's go to, okay, so now let's again launch fly.io, and app name we'll be using custom banner. From here we'll be choosing where we want to uh, host our app. You can select the area depending upon your needs, and okay, so now we can see fly.toml file right here. Okay, in the next step we have to retrieve the environment variables. So in the app folder, we have to uh, run this command to show the environment variables, enpm Shopify app environment show. So let's run this command. Here we can see environment variables of the app. Let's copy them, and for now we'll be pasting right here just for bookkeeping. We'll be clearing it later. And now we have to set up the environment variables for the hosting. For the fly.io, we have to add these options in the env section. So we are using the remix app. So here uh, we have to use it on the top. You can see it is showing the IntelliSense env, and under the env section we have to write the port. Port, Shopify app URL, Shopify API key, and scopes. So we copied these scopes, and Shopify API key, and let's copy this one, API key, and the port is 3000. So this port should match the Docker file. This app has exposed 3000, so we have 3000 in both places. So let's see the Shopify app URL. So in the app URL, we have to use the app name and .fly.dev. This will be the app URL. So update right here and use the app name, and instead of my app, use our app name. And now we have to set the environment secret. So for the fly.io, we'll be setting the environment secret like this. So prepare our command right here, and app secret we copied from the console. So update, we are preparing the command, and copy the command. So okay, it is showing an error like on fly.toml at line 26. At line 26. Okay, we have to clean this. After copying all these things, we have to clean this file, and let's save, and try to run this command again. Okay, now we can see our secrets are staged for the first deployment. And now let's the next step in the documentation. And for we have to deploy the app. For the fly.io we have to use this command, and it will take some time to deploy the app. Okay guys, now you can see that our app is deployed successfully. So we have to update the URLs in the partner dashboard. When we first uh, run our app in the dev environment, we can see these URLs update the URLs automatically. The CLI hosted an app somewhere else and updated the URLs. So we have to update because we are not using the development environment. We have deployed the production build of the app into a hosting environment. So we'll be using that production environment URLs. So into the partners account in our app. So let's go to the app setup, and here we can see the URLs right here. So these URLs were updated by the CLI for the development purpose. Our app was deployed to this URL. So let's copy this URL and update it. For the allowed redirection, we have to append auth callback in that URL like this. We can see that in the documentation for the fly.io we have to update this, and for the allow redirect URLs for the remix we have to append auth callback with this URL. So we have updated the URLs. Let's save, and our app is now saved successfully. So now close the development environment. So now our app is not running in the dev environment. So now our app is also installed into this store. So let's go to the custom banner. We can see this app is still running. We are not facing an issue right here. So this is the sign that we have deployed our app successfully. So after deploying the app, we have to go to our app in the partners dashboard and go to the extensions, and we have to disable this development preview. So let's turn this off, and we have to now uh, deploy our extensions. So npm run deploy. This command will deploy our extensions to the app. Let's go to the settings, and in the checkout, and customize, add an app block, custom banner, and update it according to your needs. We can update the descriptions according to yourself, and select the status, and place it depending upon your needs. And we'll be using this spot, and let's save, and go to the front end, and refresh the page. And here we can see our extension, UI extension, is updated accordingly. If we select US, so we can see this warning disappeared. So if we select any of the other country, we can see this banner appeared. This is changing depending upon the shipping the country in the shipping address. And if we want to make some changes after deployment, so let's see how we can do that. In the description, let's append something for the demo purpose, like in the description string, append something. So now after updating the changes in the extension, uh, we have to again use this npm run deploy. This will release a new version of our app, and the new changes will be available for our users. So let's release a new version, and we have appended this string into the description, and let's refresh the page, and here you can see these changes appeared instantly. This will only be available uh, if you disable this development store preview from the extensions. I hope this helps. Thank you.